golfers. Today's discussion is about the bee's knees. Someone who is the bee's knees is, of course, someone who is greatly admired. And while Brooks Koepka is that, in this video, I'll be discussing literally the bees, that is, Brooks's knees. He's had several injuries over the past few years, including to his lead wrist and his neck, but his most recent and probably most bothersome ones have been to his lead knee, and perhaps because of that, to his lead hip, and just last week to his trail knee, which is why he had to withdraw from the Players' Championship this week. The lead knee injury involved a partially torn patellar tendon. Some of the reasons that can happen are because of internal hip rotation or increased force from the quadriceps muscles, which is greater when the knee is bent. The quads have to contract increasingly more forcefully to hold the bent knee in place against the pull of gravity when movement is being made at speed and when the knee stays bent through a larger range of motion. Also, if the knee is bent and the foot is planted, as when in landing from a jump or jumping up, that can cause patellar tendon injury too. All of these can be seen in Koepka's swing. Now, perhaps in trying to save the knee, Koepka got his next injury up the kinetic chain in the same side hip, where he got a torn acetabular labrum. Labral tears during sports activities can occur from frequent external rotation or end range of motion in hyperabduction, hyperextension, or hyperflexion, and we see external rotation and hyperabduction in Koepka's backswing, as well as hyperextension in his follow-through. Most recently, Koepka had to withdraw from the Players' Championship because of right knee strain. So, without knowing details about the actual injury, one must fall back on the most common causes of knee pain, which include considerable quadriceps muscle activity, especially as I said before, when the movement is made at great speed, placing sudden or excessive weight through the knee, or twisting the knee a lot. This can be seen in Koepka's movements too. So, what should people with knee injury do to reduce the pain before it's too late? Exercise, physical therapy modalities, chiropractic adjustments, all of the above, as well as a few swing changes. The movements to avoid depend on which tissue is damaged, and there are so many fragile and complex structures within the knee joint, and each one is susceptible to specific movements and loads. It is best, of course, to consult a golf science consultant while making swing changes, someone who understands both biomechanics and anatomy. Some general tips would be to reduce overall leg action, including pointing the lead knee behind the ball in the backswing, avoid shifting weight drastically in either direction, and avoid excessive knee twisting. The legs should be the stable base around which the torso rotates. This rear view shows almost no knee action during the backswing and no intentional knee action going through. Losing some body weight is also a strategy recommended by experts. My next post will be about the new golf movements that may be exacerbating injury as well as playing inconsistency in all skill levels of golfers.